What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix new documentary series, Vegan Fame Fraud Fugitives. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Oh my god, this docu is infuriating. Infuriating! And if pissed off is also your reaction, then this docu has done its job well. Because there are no good guys here, none. Sure, the con man Shane, aka Anthony Strangest, is rotten to the core, an absolutely disgusting human being, but Sarma is just as guilty, if not more, for the hell she puts her workers through. When you have a bunch of people relying on you for their livelihood, but you let them down massively, then you're the asshole. No ifs and buts about it. After the Puppet Master and the Tinder Swindler and now this, it's no wonder why these docus are so popular and they just keep on coming, because they examine what goes on inside the mind of somebody who's influenced by somebody else. Especially for Vegan, it's unbelievable seeing how a business drastically goes from success to failure in just a span of a few years. And secondly, audiences love a tantalizing cautionary tale. And what could be more impactful than a yellow flashing light like this, where at the end kinda makes you say, phew, good thing that didn't happen to me. Directed and executive produced by Chris Smith, Vegan is a wild 4-part documentary series that explores how Sarma Melangelis, the celebrity restaurateur behind New York hotspot Pure Food and Wine, went from being the queen of vegan cuisine to being known as the vegan fugitive. Shortly after meeting a man named Shane Fox on Twitter in 2011, Sarma begins draining her restaurant's funds and funneling the money to Shane after he cons her into believing he could make her dreams come true, including making her beloved pit bull immortal, but only if she continues to obey his very request without question. A few years later, the couple, now married and on the run after stealing nearly $2 million from the restaurant, its staff and investors, are holed up in a Tennessee motel by law enforcement. Their undoing, a charge made under Shane's real name Anthony Strangest for a Domino's pizza. So there are a total of 4 episodes, each runs about 15 minutes tops, and I gotta say that the length of this docu can be arguable, because while I get it, there are many key players at many stages of this story as it develops, a lot of it also feels repetitive and redundant. I think by the 3rd episode we already get the hint of the bad guy Shane was to the Pure Food and Wine employees, so there's no point in constantly regurgitating their dislike and their suspicion of him over and over again. One of the things that this docu emphasizes, which is why I was never on the side of Sarma from the get-go, is the unfortunate fact that in our society, that when you're white, blonde, slim, and beautiful, people will invest their money on you. And whether or not your business is appealing is a non-issue, because your face alone can be the one that sells it. And even at the end, Sarma only got 3.5 months in prison instead of the expected few years. Do you honestly believe that if Sarma did not have her pretty white privilege card, that she would get the same lenient sentencing? Of course not. Of course not. But despite the title of this docu being Vegan, much of the focus is on Shane, aka Anthony Strangest. Understandably so, cause you gotta call out despicable evil, but not once throughout all these 4 episodes does Sarma take any personal responsibility, which strikes me as her using this show or this platform as a way to potentially score sympathy points, or to rebrand herself, or to rehabilitate her reputation by placing all the blame on Shane. Oh, don't look at me, it's all him. Girl, please, that's a total cop-out and you know it. As for the docu itself, for the most part, director Chris plays it basic, a combination of talking heads mixed with actual taped audio and actual exchanged text messages. There's a bit of a twist halfway through that sends chills down your spine and doubles down on the grip that creepy Shane aka Anthony had on Sarma. Above all, more importantly, what all these docus, including Vegan, goes to show us is the weakness of our justice system. Because the Puppet Master guy, Robert Henry Freegard, is currently free. The Tinder Swindler guy, Simon Leviev, is also currently free. And lo and behold, the Vegan con man, Shane aka Anthony, is up and about, roaming free, free as a bird. And that's totally not cool because their next victim might not be famous like Sarma, thus it won't be highly publicized, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop them. So whatever loopholes in our justice system that keeps letting these guys go, it needs to end. I don't know how, but that is the public conversation that needs to happen next.